If you want to know the process for M.Tech in India and all other possibilities, this is the podcast you can't miss. Welcome to the 13th episode of Stories of Common Engineering Students. This is Shivam Hasurkar. It's said that a man's simplicity is the beauty of his humanity in life. Today, we have the most humble and kind person I have ever known. I'm glad to welcome Meet Mandhane on this podcast. Meet has completed his engineering in information technology from Pune Institute of Technology in 2021 and later worked with Persistent Systems as a software engineer for a year, and currently he is pursuing his M.Tech in IIIT Banglore in computer science. He is extremely talented and sincere in his studies. Most of the engineers would either give GRE for MS or CAT for MBA or for that matter GATE for M.Tech. One of these things. But Meet, he has attempted all three of the above and scored fabulous in all of them. Along with it, he has also cracked a job at MNC. Doing all these four things in engineering span is like a really big deal, I'll say. I would also like to point he's really humble and is always there to help his friends. Let's explore this guy through his experiences.
Thank you, Shivam, for having me on this podcast.
Yeah, totally. It's my pleasure to have you here and to get all your valuable experiences shared to each and every listener. Maybe I didn't have anyone as such on this podcast as of yet who has been pursuing M.Tech as career option. But so I'm gonna focus more on that part so as to let everyone understand how the process is for taking M.Tech degree, and then what are the options that one can have in life. So, but
Sure.
that we can take at a later part. Let's begin with the basic question. Why did you choose engineering? And from where does this engineering story start in your life?
Okay. So when I was around 8 or 9 years of age, basically my father and mother both are doctors.
Yeah.
So I used to sit in my father's cabin just in my free time.
Mhm.
So I used to see that the patients are coming. He's examining them on the examining table, and he used to prescribe him the medicines, and they used to pay the money. So I thought this is very easy. Means he's just checking and writing something.
Yeah.
And the patients are paying money. So I thought, yes, I will also be a doctor.
Wow.
But slowly I understood that the amount of dedication, patience, and the effort required to prescribe those medicines is too much.
Yeah.
And after coming to 10th standard, I had a discussion with my parents then what to pursue next. Then I was good in maths in 10th standard, and I also had a bit of interest in computers. So I decided to pursue engineering, and for that, in 11th and 12th, I chose to write the JEE exam.
Yeah. So you were also part of that whole JEE race and everything.
Yes.
But yeah, when you, I can imagine the discussion. Like I cannot relate to it, but I want to know what happened on that dinner table when you told your mom that no, I don't want to be doctor, but I want to be an engineer.
So actually, it was their choice also that I should go into engineering side and not the medical side, because a person understands the loopholes of his own profession more than any other.
Yes.
So yes, it's a good profession to say.
It's a noble profession.
That it was their profession.
Yeah, it's unusual that if both the parents are doctor and if they are well settled and everything, they usually want their kid to be also doctors. But
yes.
But this is totally amazing that they were okay with the fact that you wanted to choose a different career at all. But
yes.
How was the 11th, 12th process, and how did you ended up in taking one of the best colleges in Pune, IICT and IIT Engineering?
Okay, so starting from 11th standard, I started to prepare for JEE and JEE Mains and Advanced. So after coming to 12th, I noticed that being in open category, I won't get so good colleges at the marks which I was scoring that time. So
Mhm.
again, I had a discussion with my parents, and they also suggested that we can focus more on CET side towards the end of the 12th
Yeah.
standard. So all those efforts were also useful for preparing for CET exam.
Mhm.
So I wrote the CET exam, scored well in that. That's how I got admission in PICT.
Nice, nice. I have seen that many people who have been part of the JEE race,
Mm.
it's my personal case also that when we are too focused on JEE Advanced and JEE Mains, we neglect a bit on CET
Mm.
and we keep it
Yes, yes.
at bay. But the thing is that if you want to secure completely, like if not
Mm.
IIT, if not NITs, if you want at least below that, you should be able to secure good marks in CET so that you can have one of the topmost colleges in Maharashtra itself. Let's say
Yes, yes.
IIT नहीं हुआ and NIT भी
Mm.
अच्छा department नहीं मिल रहा है, then you'll be,
Mm.
if you don't attempt CET or if you are not good, have got good marks in CET, then you drop completely to a different level. So
Yes,
this
yes.
was a very good decision that yeah, CET पे भी focus करना है. Some people just leave it and then later on
Yes.
that is the big deal.
And it's also a pressure, kind of pressure from the tuition classes side also. They want to show their percentage of selections in IIT more.
Yes, yes.
So they also
Try to focus on the
prefer that
kids.
students,
Hmm.
students should give JEE instead of CET.
Yes, yes. That's their pockets getting filled because if they
Hmm.
even get like let's say in a batch of 100, if they even get 10 rankers, their next
Hmm.
year is secured. Next year batch
Yes.
will get admissions, but rest of the 90 students are still on a thread.
Yes.
Yeah. So eventually you landed in PICT college. I don't consider it a college. I don't know why. I consider it as a school itself with all those strict rules and regulations that you have to follow. It's kind of a school for engineering, I believe.
Yes. Most of the aspirants there consider this as a school only because of its strict rules and strict academics which they follow.
Yeah.
But I think in the long run it was helpful for us because we were more
Yes.
focused towards the studies side.
Of course. PICT has one of the best placements in Pune. Yeah. And
Yes,
overall,
yes.
it's one of
Considering the state level colleges, it is one of the best.
yeah, and I believe there are like more than 100 companies which offer placements at very good packages as such.
Yes, yes, true.
Yeah. So, how was your first year? How did you gelled up in engineering? What were your experiences?
Okay, so during my first year, it was I had a mixed feelings. Means I was going to a new city, and I
Yeah.
but there I got to know the culture of engineering. I met new
Mhm.
friends. The faculties were also good. So it was overall a good experience, and I got to know Pune city also.
Yeah.
So it was overall a good experience, I would say.
You roam around a lot in Pune.
Yes, yes. During the weekends, I used to go somewhere.
Yeah, this is also a cool place, like just outside the gates of PICT. I've always find it fascinating. There are like maybe more than 20, 30 food shops. You can eat anything, you can take
Yes.
anything. It's kind of a fun zone area around your college. I want to know how was your first year hostel life also. You have lived in hostel
Okay.
for 2 years. I never got the chance to
Hmm.
live in hostel as such. But yeah, how was that?
So considering the hostel life, it was good. Means there were two students in a room in
Mhm.
boys' hostel. So and the room size was also enough for two students.
Yeah.
The mess food was also good, but
Yeah.
eventually it becomes a bit boring towards the end of the year.
Yes.
But considering the facilities which we get, means for the classes we can just wake up a few minutes or 30 minutes before the class and we can directly go.
Yeah.
That's a good thing.
Yeah, but was there same type of restrictions on hostel also as it was for
Hmm.
school?
Yes, so there was a strict end time of, I guess, 10 p.m. For the students to come in the campus,
Yeah,
and also no one was allowed to roam inside the campus. So that was a bit stricter restriction,
yeah.
I would say.
I once had visited PICT, and I guess I don't remember second year or first year as such, but
Hmm.
who just was trying to get me inside the college. I had seen college from inside while taking admission. I had visited PICT
Hmm.
also, but later on I didn't thought of taking admission there. But Ojas was trying
Hmm.
to take me in, but the watchman was really strict. He like ID card चाहिए भाई उसके बिना अंदर नहीं
Yes, yes. ID card is the most important thing you should have in PICT.
Yeah, even watchmen are like strict in your college. That's it. Apart from
Hmm.
professors.
Yes,
Yep. So
yes, true.
you have been in hostels from like really young age, right? In your schooling also.
Yes, during from since my sixth standard, I am in a hostel for schooling also, as
Okay.
there were not much of the education facilities available at my hometown.
Mm-hmm.
But that was also a good experience. I I developed my attitude such that I can adjust to any surrounding in a
Yeah.
very short time.
Yeah.
So that
Hostel life would be like making friends for life, right?
yes,
So,
yes.
did you make any lifetime friends at such and living in those hostels? And are there any like memories in which you have created trouble for yourself with friends?
So there are many such events. So so during the hostel times also, it is means we need to live away from family, but we need
Yeah,
to create one family of friends there. So
of course. Yeah,
it was a good experience.
yeah, nice. Totally. Along with these funds and everything, friends play a very important role in our life, even
Yes, yes, true.
throughout life. But I believe that we make these crucial lifetime friends in those 4 years of engineering. And because we are, but school, we are very innocent. We try to
Yes,
see each and every person as our friend. If I know that person, yes, he is my friend.
he's my
But
friend.
but in college, we are in our senses, and
Hmm.
that we try
So
to
I
see
would
it happens that we restrict down ourselves slowly to only 4 5 or a specific amount of friends access. How was your experience with
yes.
that?
Yes, so I would like to quote Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam here.
Yeah.
He has said once that sometimes it's better to bunk a class and enjoy with friends, because now when I look back, marks never make me laugh, but memories do.
Yeah, I'll
So
say not sometimes. Most of the time you can bunk your lectures. Yeah,
so yes, the memories were with the friends during engineering also. It was awesome. They would stay with me for my lifetime.
how was the academic part in such a strict college? You have
Hmm.
very specific attendance rate, and
Yes.
also I have known this, but the professors in your college are damn strict. Like they won't even be lenient in giving marks to externals or viva or something like that, or in assignments. How are you
Hmm.
going through those academics in 4 years?
Yes, you are correct. There was a strict 75% criteria for attendance. If it is below that, then there will be a phone call from the college side to your parents and for asking them to check what your child is doing. So, and for the assignments part also, they used to check it strictly if you are completing your on time. If
Mhm.
it is not getting completed, they used to ask it again and again. So that
Hmm.
was a strict checking for assignments, and the marks also for the exams also, the marks were scoring of marks was a bit important to
Hmm.
get the marks in in the internal marks which teachers used to give.
Yeah.
But after 1 or 2 years, all the students in PICT get used to it. And,
Yeah.
they
Yeah.
score marks, they complete the assignment somehow.
Yes.
That happens with time.
Yeah. What I want to know, what was your biggest and best memory in college?
Best memory, I would say, once I had bunked a lecture and along with my friends, we went for having some in Pune. There is a famous place called Camp Burger.
Yeah. Yeah.
So there we had a burger, and the entire day we enjoyed a lot there.
Mm.
So that was a good memory, and many other such experiences came throughout the engineering.
Yes. Yes. Totally. Going on, where are you like standing right now, and how does it feel to be going through the whole engineering 4 years, and also did job at Persistent Systems for 1 year, and now you are in a university to pursue your
Yes.
M.Tech degree.
M.Tech.
So how does it feel that going through those 4 years?
Okay, so after completing my engineering at PICT, I pursued. I took up a job at Persistent Systems for 1 year. It was also a nice experience. I used to. I learned a lot, many new things there also.
Yeah.
And further, I decided to pursue masters because I had a discussion with my family, friends, and they suggested that if you want to do masters, the time will be now only, and after this time is gone, later we will get busy in our own lives. We won't get time back to go to college and study. So that's why I decided to write GATE examination for taking up masters in India, and I got IIIT Banglore through that exam. And yes, I feel quite proud that I am in a good institute, one of the top institutes in India.
It's really appreciable. I want to go on M.Tech part more, but I have a couple of questions before that. Shall on engineering.
Sure.
So, was there any, like, I know you are a kind of a sincere student, a very shy and silent kind of person in college itself, but were there any mistakes that you did, and what would be your advice on that?
Okay, so the mistake I did, I think if I would have decided that I want to pursue masters in India immediately after my BE, that would have been a good choice, I guess, because the syllabus of GATE, it is the same subjects which you study in your engineering. So if I would have studied it in a deeper way during my engineering itself, it would have been good, and probably I would have scored more marks. I would also increase my chance of getting some IITs or some good, better colleges. So that's a mistake, I would say. But yes, considering the situation now, this is also one of the good which I got.
Yeah, and that's actually one of the best colleges in India itself. So I believe that you are standing on a very good opportunity right now. How was the journey? Like, let's start right from the basic, like the decision of doing a master's in India itself, in technical field itself. So
yes, so for pursuing masters in India in technical roles, so we need to give the GATE exam in our own fields.
Yeah.
So for that, as I said, the subjects are similar, the basic subjects of your engineering, and you need to revise and practice all of the subjects, and you will get a AIR similar to JEE. You will here also you will get one rank, and through that rank you can apply to various colleges. So that's how the process works.
But for GATE, let's say you are from IT department also, and I'm from computer science background, kind of similar field itself. So
yes,
what all subjects are there majorly focused on?
Okay, for considering computer science, they focus more on data structures, operating systems, COA,
Okay.
basic mathematics, aptitude.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, there are
Yeah.
around 10 to 12 subjects we can
Yeah.
consider.
And how is the exam pattern for this? So,
The exam pattern is totally it is MCQ based, and there are some integer type also, and there is a negative marking, and
okay.
for considering the negative marking, it is I think +1 -1/3, and for 2 mark question, it is +2 -2/3,
Okay.
and no negative marking for integer based.
Yep. But and how tough is it? Like, is it tough like JEE kind of level, or how many people do attempt it? I believe like let's start from my perception or it's a general perception in India. After doing engineering, I don't believe that there are many people who take up M.Tech in India itself. Whereas to get into research or core technical fields, that is the best option that one can have. Usually
Yes.
people try to do jobs. After that, usually people get divided into two options: MBA or masters in abroad in
Masters.
any university as such. So like there are very less number of people who are willing to take M.Tech in India itself. So how tough is the exam, and how many people do generally participate in it?
Okay, so considering the difficulty of exam, it is not as difficult as JEE, I would say. The level is somewhat lower to JEE, but we can't compare because the subjects are different.
Quite different, yeah.
If you know the basic concepts of your engineering subjects,
Yeah.
it would be you will easily crack the GATE examination. And for scoring good marks, you will require some practice, hands-on practice. So, and coming to your second question, yes, it is true that many people they opt for masters in abroad, or else they pursue MBA. So, I would say also some people also continue with their jobs. I would say these are the two paths. There is one job path, and one is the M.Tech path. Both of them might give you same outcomes after a couple of years, because if you start with a job and after a couple of years, most of the engineers, they switch their companies and get a higher package. And through this side also, we go to a good college, and average package is also good, and that way also we get a good package. So, but the plus point here is that you can relive your college days to get a good experience.
Of course. Going to a job is like 9 to 5 working. Yeah, some people do.
Yes. Anyways, after these 2 years also, you will go to that 9 to 5 jobs.
Yeah, lifetime.
If you want to pursue that line.
Yes, lifetime we have to do it, but like let it be like more 2 years of fun and college life, tension.
College life, and yes, and also you get to learn many new things. The professors are also quite good. There is a bit focus on research, but if I describe about my college, it is very industry oriented. The relevant skills which are required for the industry out there, they are taught here, and considering all the opportunities, it is one of the best.
Yeah. So how was that process from after getting your results of GATE? Let's say when is that process? When do we generally are going to attempt GATE examination?
Okay, so GATE examination is held in the month of February every year, February or March maybe. So after attempting GATE, within 2 or 3 months you will get your results, and after that the application process will start. The application process for IITs is through a separate portal. For NITs, it is through a separate portal. And there are some colleges which prefer their own way of taking admissions. So if we consider my college, we needed to apply it on their own website, and through that they used to shortlist us.
Then why did you choose this specific college itself? Yeah, you just said it is industry oriented more, but
Yes, yes. So considering my marks and score, it would be a bit difficult to get into top IITs, I would say. And I also tried applying for NITs. So I had applied for top three NITs, which is NIT Warangal, NIT Surathkal, and NIT Trichy.
yeah,
And I also aimed for these two colleges, which are IIIT Banglore and IIIT Hyderabad. So for I got admission into IIIT Bangalore in the second round, and
nice.
I was getting some NIT also, but I preferred this because this is more industry oriented. The coding culture is also very good, which will be very helpful for me for my further career as well.
What are you targeting specifically in research section, or which is like for masters abroad? When we consider, we tend to have a specialization as such. Let's say artificial intelligence, machine learning, cloud, or data science, something like that. Do we have to consider that while taking admission in M.Tech itself?
It again depends on the college. For my college, it is like means there are total 6 areas of specialization, and depending on the subjects which you choose, you will get the specialization in that particular area. And it's fine even if you don't choose any specialization. You can also go through plain M.Tech CSE. So it depends on the individual.
You will get after getting like completing those 2 years. Will we be getting M.Tech in computer science itself, or M.Tech in some specialization kind of degree?
I will be getting M.Tech in computer science, and if I do some specialization, it will be written in the brackets on the degree itself.
Okay, okay. Yeah, the thing in India is like, this is my personal opinion, maybe, but there will be different opinion for everyone. It's like
Yes, yes.
in India, there are these universities don't have that much amount of research capacity or funding for those research type of projects as such. And in India, there's not that amount of heavy culture and professors also to take on projects with students and do a research on specific, like specialization in AI, let's say, if you want to do a research project. So you need a mentor. You won't be able to do it at par from yourself itself. So usually the basic motive of masters or doing a higher education is you begin more at particular field. But
Yes, yes.
recently also there was one survey of I guess QS and they had ranked Indian colleges like 152nd was IISc Bangalore, then IIT Delhi was
Yes, yes.
165 or something like that. So when I dig deeper and I realized that Indian colleges majorly lack in research area itself. We don't have like there are universities abroad, let's say Cambridge or let's say Oxford or any university you consider, their professors and students combine submit that many research papers, patents for that matter, review papers and such. But in India, the culture has not yet been. Maybe I don't know. I have never explored that part. But do you have a different opinion on this, or do you believe that no, it's kind of different?
I agree to you on somewhat points. Means there is some loopholes in the Indian system for that matter. But if you consider the top colleges like IISc, IITs, or triple
Yeah.
ITs, considering the top 10 to 12 colleges, I think they are good. Means if you compare it to MIT or Stanford or other universities,
Yeah.
definitely they will be somewhat lesser in that comparison. But if you want to stay in India after your masters, then I would say this is the best option because
Yeah.
most of the students who will be going there, many of them, not all, they
Mhm.
will think of getting settled there itself. So
Yeah.
if we consider,
It's not like people
locality.
usually consider that because
Hmm,
when you go to masters abroad, the fees
hmm.
that you end up paying are huge, and to
Yes, yes,
recover
true.
those, you cannot come back in India and then earn in
Yes,
rupees and pay in dollars, kind of
correct,
that.
correct.
And how much is the other fees for like college?
For triple ITs, it's a bit high. Means triple IT Bangalore and triple IT Hyderabad, if we consider, it's a bit higher side as compared to NITs and IITs, because
Okay.
IITs and NITs, they get
Government
the
funded, yeah.
funds, government
Yeah.
funds.
Mhm.
So if we consider my college, the tuition fees is around 1,92,000 per semester,
Okay.
and the hostel charges are 88,000 per semester.
Oh,
So,
that's huge also.
but considering the return on investment which we get, that's quite
Yeah,
means
that's for sure.
that's good. Yes,
That's
yes.
for sure. Yeah. And what do you want to pursue further? Like in terms of career, you completed a
Hmm,
bachelor's in engineering, computer science. Then you took 1 year of job. How was that corporate experience? Uh, like,
hmm,
was it really needed as such in computer? If you want to take M.Tech, if you are decided in engineering itself that you want
hmm.
at M.Tech, is it preferable to take experience and then join the college, or you can directly get into M.Tech?
I think for M.Tech, it will not matter if even if you take it immediately after your college, after your B or
Mhm.
B.Tech, and even if you do 1 or 2 years of job and then join, it will be fine for M.Tech. Considering MBA, I have heard that it's good if you take
Profile
some
is
experience
must,
and
yeah.
come.
Work experience is
Hmm.
must in MBA. That's why I asked the question. Like M.Tech,
Yes.
but it won't matter. Actually, you don't have any interview kind of stuff. You are basically judged on the gate examination itself, and
Yes, yes,
admissions are
true.
allotted on gate examination. Yeah. So I want to know this. Like yeah, there are no interview process as such for taking
Hmm.
admissions and gate. You'll have to just consider for taking admissions in M.Tech. You'll have to only consider gate and give it your best. Then you'll get good at good colleges for M.Tech. But do you think there should be a process like for MBA or for masters abroad, as there are interview processes also, and colleges usually check your profile also rather than only paper-based marks. So do you think that should be also implemented for impact in India?
Yes, I think there should be at least a coding round for based CSE based courses,
Mhm.
because coding is the least thing which one should have for pursuing CSE.
Yeah.
So some colleges have that, means they also have an additional coding round before taking the admissions through GATE. Means
Okay. Yeah.
once they screen through GATE scores, they also call for coding round. Some also have the interviews. So it depends from college to college.
I
So
didn't knew that. Yeah, but that's amazing. Yeah, that's totally fine.
yes, I think IISc Bangalore has the interview round also.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. Nice. It's amazing to know all the contact experiences as such. But
Yes.
even after taking admission, how, like I know you have just joined the college, but how do you feel? Is it somewhat different from engineering or kind of same?
Hmm. Uh, Considering my college, I felt there is a difference. Means considering PICT and this college, obviously PICT was also good, but here, considering the lectures which I attended, I felt that there is some difference in the professors. Here, the professors are more qualified, and also they focus more on the
Practical part.
industry oriented,
Hmm.
yes, practical parts.
Yeah.
So there is a difference in that, and considering the campus also, there is a huge difference.
Yeah, 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 totally. Um, it's better to focus on more application kind of part for engineering also. Maybe this revolution will come in
Yes, the curriculum
years.
should be designed in that way,
And that
ideally.
way, yeah. Even
Hmm.
like yours was at least university based. Ours was autonomous, but still some
Hmm.
of the subjects that were there, still they were not that much oriented with application of those concepts in real life. University
Hmm.
based syllabuses curriculum is way far behind uh,
Yes,
considering
yes,
industry
true.
applications. Yeah. Last couple of questions, Meet. I want to know what was your biggest challenge that you have gone through in last 4 years, or let's say up till now.
The biggest challenge, I would say, when I was in sixth standard, that time I joined the hostel.
Hmm.
So
Yeah.
I was too young for that, but I had to do because there were no good schools in my at my hometown.
Yeah.
So, but the first 2 to 3 months there was a bit difficulty in adjusting to that surrounding or managing all
Yeah.
my work by myself. But
Hmm.
I got used to it eventually. The support which I got from family, friends, and everyone
Yeah.
supported, and uh, yes, I could manage and tackle through it.
Yeah.
So there is also a quote by Gaur Gopal Das, जिंदगी है जनाब तकलीफ तो होगी ही वरना मरने के बाद तो जलने का भी एहसास नहीं होता. Challenges will be there, but I think that they won't be greater than the capacity which you have. You
Definitely.
have the capacity to defeat or
Face them.
overcome those challenges. Yes.
Yeah. Yeah. Also, do you feel that you have been through this job process after engineering,
Mhm.
and the amount of opportunities we have for computer science? Yes, we have a lot of opportunities, but still, is there kind of a rat race that we go through this 4 years of engineering, then getting the good placement? Like we are judged with terms of LPA that we get. Lakhs per annum,
Mhm.
kitna package mila. Everyone is like torturing family, like not like immediate
Yes,
families,
yes.
but relatives and then family friends and all. Yeah, how much package did you got? So that's kind of, I feel, yeah, we are not learning at such application base
Mhm.
that is going to be used in future. But
Yes.
this rat race, how do you feel about
Yes, I think there is a rat race happening for if we consider the the tendency of the people around, means they will judge by how much package did you get and all those things.
it? Yeah,
But in the long run, I would say whatever package you get at the entry level, it won't matter much in the long run.
of course,
So
of course.
it totally depends on the skills which you get, which you develop among yourselves. That will matter, and it depends on the company culture also. If it is a good company, even somewhat less package will do, but you will get to learn more things. You will develop more things amongst you.
You'll be able to develop more skills for yourself.
Yes,
Yeah, totally.
and considering the competition which we have in the colleges, uh, I think we should be uh, means we should have developed that care and share attitude. We should help others and do it together. Then
Yeah.
that would be a good thing. To means everyone will get something good
Yes,
instead of just pulling each other's legs.
I know this characteristic of yours, wherein I have heard this that you used to write assignments and then provide it to all your friends. I know this, and like usually I'm on the other part. I'll take assignments from someone and then copy it down. But you're the kind of guy who used to write the assignments and then pass it on to your friends. That's really there are very rare amount of people that we can find like such. Also, I have heard this that you used to take last minute revisions for your friends and peers. So
Yes, I used to do whatever I could,
yeah,
and even I got to learn many things from
of course.
the people around me.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Somewhere people just go thinking like everyone is a competition. No, it's not like that. Yeah,
Yes,
there will be a competition, but let's try to keep it a healthy competition at least.
healthy competition. Yes,
By like helping someone with teaching something would not give you out like उसको मैंने अगर ये बताया तो वो जाके ज्यादा स्कोर करेगा मुझसे. That this kind of attitude will not help us together for everyone in the long run. But yeah,
yes, yes.
it's really appreciable that you take those you took those efforts to write down assignments without copying from anywhere and then passing on to the students. That's really amazing. Any piece of advice for students who want to pursue M.Tech and who are doing engineering right now or who want to take that career path?
I would advise one thing, that the same thing which I said. If you have decided that you want to pursue masters in India, then it will be better if you consider preparing for GATE in your third year or from final year itself. Yeah. Because you will be in that environment, you will be learning those subjects at that time. So you will means it will be like ek tir mein do nishan. You can also prepare for your college exams, your interviews, as well as the GATE exam. So that will be a good thing.
But sir, interviews and GATE exam would be kind of different, right? Or are they similar?
If we consider some subjects like operating systems or data structures, this will be required everywhere. It's in the interviews also, it will be asked. So if we consider those subjects, it will be helpful in all the areas.
Yeah, totally. Any quote that you follow? This is kind of a every podcast question now. So any quote that you follow that keeps you working day in, day out and has put you through this?
Yes, I follow one quote: give your best and leave the rest.
Yeah.
So I think we should give our best for everything which we are doing, and everything will fall in its place when there is enough time, specific time. Yes. And it is already predestined.
That's right time for everything. And as you said right now, everything is already destined to us, and we are just going to live our life through all that. Yeah.
Yes.
It was amazing talking with you, Meet. And it was a very instructive kind of episode. And yeah, as I said, it is the first episode I have done with someone who is pursuing M.Tech. So yeah, those who want to do it, start preparing in your third year itself and take all the tips that Meet has given right now. So thank you so much for taking out time from your schedule. I know you have just shifted. Like when I approached Meet for this podcast, he was going to just shift from his hometown to IIIT, and he was going through all that packing process and everything. But still, even after going through the college, you have agreed to this in like no time. So thank you so much for giving me time on this.
Yes, thank you, Shivam. It was a wonderful experience for me as well. And through this podcast, I would like to thank everyone in my life due to whom I am here.
Yeah, definitely. Thank you everyone for listening to the entire podcast. Keep on listening to Stories of Common Engineering.